What's up, everybody? It's Make It Make Sense. In America, we got a problem. Like the video as the intro plays, because we got a lot to get into and we do not have a lot of time.
Make it make sense to me intellectually.
What I love about Mims, make it make sense. He's a YouTuber. He gets the court record, so he gets the cases.
Make it make sense. You know what was up. And don't you forget that.
Big Mims. Surfer. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
You go black, you're gonna need a wheelchair.
Hey, Latrell. I had.
Right? She asked me to. Tongue's kind of big. There you go. That's for you. Good morning, Snowflake.
Yeah. I fell?
Anyway, what's up, guys? So I'm trying a few new things. I've gotten a lot of feedback saying you guys want some more pre-recorded videos that are a little bit shorter, so I'll be mixing it up. We're definitely going to keep the lives, but every now and then we'll do a couple pre-records. Tell me how you feel in the chat. And like the video if you are not new to the channel, and if you are new to the channel, please subscribe. We have a really good time over here, and we're actually like super close to 175,000 subscribers. So thank you guys for that. But let's get right into it. The good news. Diddy is losing out again. Now you might say, okay, it's not that big of a deal. Howard University took his honorary degree. You know, the mayor of New York took his key to the city. And now we have Miami Beach reportedly revoked Sean Diddy Combs Day amid federal sex trafficking investigation and multiple lawsuits. So for a normal person, you're like, it's not that big of a deal. But for people like Diddy, it's everything. Every key to the city, every Hollywood star, every, award show where they're saying, he's one of the, greatest producers of the 90s, whatever. He loves that almost as much as he loves a freak off. Y'all got to think this is not a normal person. Diddy is in love with being a celebrity. And each time that these cities are saying to him, we don't want you, it's a blow to his ego. It says that as Diddy continues to battle the various assault claims being made against him in his federal sex trafficking case, he's also been hit with some pretty serious repercussions. Most recently, the city of Miami has decided to revoke the honor it bestowed on him back in 2016, Sean Diddy Combs Day. Nearly a decade ago, Mayor Philip Levine declared October 13th, should have been the 31st, as Sean Diddy Combs Day in the city of Miami. According to Miami Herald, the Miami Beach Commission decided to revoke that proclamation on Wednesday. As we previously reported, Diddy has lost various honors since his homes were raided and video was released showing him assaulting Cassie. Some of these include the revocation of his honorary degree from Howard University and his decision to return his key to New York City. They say it was his decision. I say that he knew it was coming. Mayor probably called him up and said, you know what this is. So, Diddy, people are tired of it. And after that video came out with Cassie, you can no longer say that that's not who you are. So let's move on, y'all, because America's in trouble. Joe Biden is 81 and Donald Trump is 78 years old. America is culturally, we're not any one community. Literally, watching that debate was like two granddads on the golf course debating about whose swing it is. I don't even know what to say anymore. Now it feels like everybody is just looking for a soundbite. If you watch the debate, let me know how you felt about it. But Joe Biden is coming out and addressing what people are saying about him and his debate performance.
Let me close with this. I know I'm not a young man. State the obvious. Well, I know. Well,
now, where was this Joe at the debate?
well, I don't. Folks, I don't walk as easy as I used to. I don't speak as smoothly as I used to. I don't debate as well as I used to. But I know what I do know. I know how to tell the truth. I know right from wrong. And I know how to do this job. I know how to get things done. And I know, like millions of Americans know, when you get knocked down, you get back up. I know what it took to take our economy from the depths of the pandemic to where it is today, the strongest economy in the world. I know what it'll take to bring this economy to everybody. I know what it'll take to rally the world to stand up against Putin and defend freedom, not yield to him.
Just in case you know, Trump and Biden are the two oldest presidential candidates in history. Now, I'm not age shaming. I get that, you know, people of a certain age can still be productive and things of the nature, but that's not what I think the issue is. I think the issue in this situation is a lot of these much older politicians don't want to relinquish power. So I don't know if it's that they feel like they can do the job better than the next person, or they've gotten so accustomed to the power that comes with these positions. And I'm talking Trump and Biden. Tell me in the comments what you think. Nancy Pelosi was 84 when she retired, or maybe 83 when she retired. Let that sink in.
And I know it'll take to keep the world safe and free for the years ahead. Folks, I give you my word as a Biden, I would not be running again if I didn't believe with all my heart and soul I can do this job. Because quite frankly, the stakes are too high. The stakes are too high. Folks.
So you cannot be younger than a certain age, but you can be as old as you want and run. Are there no up-and-coming Republican or Democratic candidates that feel like they could do the job well? I don't think politicians should be passing away in office. I think if you've served your country, whether it be in the military or in politics for a certain amount of time, you're due a retirement. You're due time to enjoy your family. I don't get it. You guys can put in the chat or in the comment section how you feel, but I do feel like some of the politicians are staying in office for power, for ego. So Obama said, bad debate nights happen. Trust me, I know. But this election is still a choice between someone who's fought for ordinary folks his entire life and someone who only cares about himself. Between someone who tells the truth, who knows right from wrong, and will give it to the American people straight, and someone who lies through his teeth for his own benefit. Last night didn't change that. And that is why so much is at stake in November. Not to be outdone, Donald Trump had some things to say, but it was mostly trolling. It's Donald Trump. To be clear, we never have and never will endorse Biden. That was but the Border Patrol Union. Trump said Crooked Joe. Then he posted this. Trump indicted for murdering elderly man on CNN. Biden lies. A photo of Biden falling. This is Donald Trump's real. This is Donald Trump's real Instagram. Now, mind you, Biden is 81 and Trump is 78. I don't know if I have to remind you anymore, but neither one of these men they're closer to 100 than they are to 50. Both of them probably went to school. They both probably went to school with Moses. Do you feel like there should be term limits, or I should say age limits, to positions like president of the United States? I do. And I do think that there needs to be some new rising stars in both parties, because some of these people need to retire. Now on to the mess. Dr. Heavenly caught wind of what's going on in TGIF and had some things to say about Al Reynolds.
Do you watch TGIF with Funky Dynamic? Do you know that story about Al Reynolds?
I've seen some.
Okay, so what do you think about that? Like, okay, they gave him a birthday shout out, and they did a roasting session. You didn't see that?
I didn't. Was it bad?
It was horrible. It was horrible. And one thing I'm gonna say about Al Jones. Oh shit! I didn't mean Al Jones. I mean Al Reynolds.
She knew exactly what she was doing.
Okay. But they roasted him to nonsense.
Dr. Heavenly is with the shits. I did tell you guys that after Dr. Heavenly, I think I was the first to report, after Dr. Heavenly went at it with Al on TGIF, basically she was not allowed to return. So there's no love lost.
Stop. And he kept his composure. But what messed up the thing was, he right after called Funky Dineva, and Funky Dineva was still live. And Funky Dineva said, "Man, I'm live before you talk. I'm live." And he said he was so mad. He was like, "I don't give a fuck." And you know,
I did see that clip.
Yeah.
I didn't know what that was in reference to.
I was like, because they roasted him, they were saying things like he was. And I'm not gonna say these things are not true about him. But my whole thing is Claudia Jordan was getting too much.
I'm not gonna say these things. She is throwing in jabs, so that's what Heavenly does, and she does it really, really well. She's telling you a story and jabbing you like a full-on shank the whole time. Al is probably somewhere. I don't know what Al is. Al is probably somewhere seeing this theming. I wouldn't be surprised if Al actually responds to this one, especially now that he's doing his own thing on his own channel. And TGIF is on some, I don't know. We'll see mid-July with what's going on with TGIF. But when we go live, we'll talk about where Claudia Jordan and Armand Wiggins are this weekend.
Kikiing out of it.
So she wasn't a part of roast.
Oh, don't forget.
She was listening, but it almost felt like she.
Don't forget to like the video, guys. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe.
Was agreeing with it, or I ain't gonna say set it up religiously, but she was having too much fun with it.
Was he okay? He was in on the roast. Like, did he know it was gonna happen?
He didn't know. Obviously, it was his birthday. You know how they do birthday roasts?
No, I didn't.
But they were talking about him being two-faced, how he always goes say one thing about one person and say the person he don't like talk about, like everything he's done. They exposed him on their channel, and then they said he was trying to get the show cut off because he was jealous and envious, and I'm paraphrasing.
And he's still working with these people.
I think he got a choice. You know what I'm saying? My whole thing is, I had incidents with Al. He is sensitive. Like, he tries to jump.
You knew Heavenly was going to pick this up. I figured out what Al is saying right now.
Come on, none of it's true. None of it's true. It's BS. They made it up. They lie.
Oh, but he can't take it back. You know what I'm saying? He's a wimp, like wussy, like bitch, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're going to do a show like that, you can't just get mad. You know what I'm saying? And he was telling the people he didn't want to work with me no more. You came for me. So, you know what I mean? I did a whole, and then they didn't let me finish. They cut me off. So what I got my own freaking platform. So I continued it on YouTube. And I was like, Al Jones. And I started talking about Star Jones. And that man was mad. And I said at the beginning of the day, I said, listen, I'm not coming back to TAI. I say this shit, right? But it just lets you know that I wasn't the only one. And it kind of made me feel like, but I will say this about him, that he was professional on the show. He did get exposed because he called Funky Daddy. But Funky Daddy even really tried to tell them
he was on live.
He was on live. But that roast was, if y'all ain't seen that roast, go back and look at it. I don't think they even uploaded it. But if you go on Neighborhood Talking, go back to like yesterday. They got it. Somebody
not where they telling you can find it. Y'all knew Heavenly was not going to mince her words about Al Reynolds. Anyway, I'm really interested to see what you guys have to say, especially about how you feel about that debate. One more thing to say in terms of politics is the needle is not moving. If you hate Trump, you are still going to vote for Biden, even if Biden did not perform well. If you hate Biden, you are still going to vote for Trump. It did not move the needle. So it really is just a numbers game at this point. I tell you guys, there's not really much to talk about when you're really discussing politics because people are such staunch supporters. There is no longer bipartisan. There's no longer meeting in the middle. You believe what you believe, and you go into the voting booth. For those of you who even vote, a lot of people don't even feel like the need to vote. So I am interested to know how you guys felt about the debate. I was cringing while I was watching it, actually from both sides, y'all. Like either way it goes, I'm super interested in this comment section. Like the video on your way out, and I will see you guys later.